Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here to AVAX. This is really good news, folks. We are back up over that resistance range between $48 and $50. Now, it might be a little premature just to jump right in, but on the same accord, I think we're going to have some pretty good luck to the upside, pending we hold this descending trend line with a bullish backtest, which kind of looks like it's already happened. So either way, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is the site, link down below. We'll look forward to working with you there. We had some nice profits over the weekend. Let's see here, what was it? Nice, Bitcoin, 54% in 3 days. We took a long from 67.4 to about 72K. So it's really nice little profits there. Congrats again to JR, Cran, Red Coke. Thank you so much for providing those results. Obviously, we have a few hundred traders that took that trade, but those were the ones that shared the results, so I appreciate that. Now, if you are new to the channel, I do like to watch and look at back-end data here, kind of see where we're at first. In other words, this is liquidation levels, just to get us perspective on incentivized locations. In other words, this kind of helps us understand with heavy concentrations of liquidation in certain areas, the price is more likely to break through that level. We can see this here, of course, occur at $48. I talked about that on Saturday, mentioning that that would be an important level for us to break through. We broke through pretty hard, swept all this liquidity. Now there's some new shorts upwards of about $52. We can see some longs at about low 47, 48, which makes sense. That's that lower range, that support level. So we are pretty good shape here. I really think that we're going to be able to see some good stuff here from AVAX. Again, pending Bitcoin doesn't take a nosedive tomorrow and or today, really. But let's go ahead and double check a few things. So we're within this range here. We're not officially broken free, but we are doing a bullish backtest of this descending trend line. Granted, you could draw this trend line however you see fit, but generally speaking, when you look at the trend lines, they're going to run fairly concurrent with a lot of moving averages. So while we're not above the 20-day SMA yet, that would be a confirming factor for us to basically be breaking bullish, so to speak, and that resistance has been broken, right? That's generally the concept there. So if we look at this here, we're above the 50-day SMA, other SMAs as well. And when we look at the lower levels here, we can confirm as well that we are testing 50 on the RSI. Getting above this would be extremely important. Money flow index is still fairly low, but we not always, but most of the time we'll see a bounce off this 20 range here for the money flow index when it comes down that low. So even if the price were to pull back a little bit further, we'll likely see another recovery. And the reason why that occurs is just because when money flows out of a coin, people perceive it to be oversold and they want to buy it now, right? We've been maintaining this range for some time and people feel like $48 to $50 is a good value. That's why our RSI is right there where it's at. We got stochastic swinging up here and money flow, the MACD converging here, but hasn't fully converged yet. So again, a lot of momentous indicators letting us know that shift of momentum has happened. We've potentially bottomed out. As you can kind of see here, this more recent resistance worked as a support level here. So that's very awesome. Let's go ahead and just let's draw this trend line here just to kind of get perspective of that level being important. 44.50 roughly is a pretty solid support. We've talked about that in the past being an important level for us. Let's go ahead and draw some new fibs as well, just to go ahead and get this into perspective and where we're at here too. So it's important to kind of recognize some resistance levels moving forward. In other words, a lot of times you want to take profit just before 0.5, 0.618 if you're trying to take some profit on the way up. The main reason why you can see that is look at this resistance, $54, heavy concentration of volume. We can expect a rejection if the price continues higher to that level. Pretty instant. Okay, now keep in mind that's about 7-8% away. So truth is you can get a lot of profit between now and then if you decide you want to. Again, all depends on how you take entry and what your risk tolerance is, but if we look at RSI is in that sweet spot between 50 and 70. We can see money flow index is pulling back. This is standard for weekends. So when you see MFI coming down and the RSI and price action increasing, that's actually a very good sign. I know it sounds weird that there's weakness there, but it's also kind of letting us know that we could very well see the price action maintain itself. And the reason why I say that mainly right now is because we have that key level, $48 to $50, as that support range that I've discussed multiple times in the past. So with us kind of being in that range, I think it's pretty safe to say the price should continue further up. MACD is still converging even though it's tapering off a little bit, and stochastic swinging down. So a lot of what we see here is positive, but there's truth here in the sense we have some resistances above us at 51.50. So if you're going to consider taking profit, maybe a profit target just below that level might be appropriate. Okay, so again, all in all, looking pretty solid here. The more recent resistance turns support. Bullish backtest of this bullish backtest of the descending trend line, and we're above the 20 and the 50. Okay, so again, mostly positive contributing factors. Is it a perfect exact situation? No, but rarely are you going to find perfect exact situations in crypto. So just friendly advice, you'll learn that over time. All right, so let's take a quick look at the hourly here and just discuss what we're seeing here so far. We can see, of course, that we're seeing higher highs and higher lows. It's pretty obvious. Lagging spends free and clear of the price action. We're above the cloud, and we can see the conversion line above the baseline. These are all bullish signs, letting us know to leave our long position open. And I get the question often, is this consideration to take a long position? Well, a lot of it depends on a few things here, but we do have a sell signal here recently with our CC Gold indicator, kind of letting us know that the price action was due for a correction. It was overextended leading into that resistance. So right now, maybe not the most prime or optimal time to get in, but I would say if today's candlestick closes for Bitcoin at 71,000 or higher, we should be in good shape to be able to see a pivot or a bounce here at this level. Now, there's a good chance the price will probably waver around here between 48 and 50 before it takes off again. Just based on the simple fact that that's a previous resistance level, we're going to see if it can consolidate and hold this level here. So if we do kind of we're only focusing on this more recent time frame here, we can see the most amount of volume is going to be right here at this lower level. So once again, $48, we can see a heavy concentration of volume in the last, what is this? This is basically the last week's worth of trading. So in this range, we're above that previous resistance. It's exactly why we saw the price reject out here multiple times, come back down to retest it as a support. So $48 would seem like an appropriate entry if the price pulled back a little bit further, and or just average your price, average into your price here with this coin. But again, Bitcoin's looking fairly strong. Bitcoin can continue to hold the level of 71,000. I really think that we can get, see that, 52 upwards of about $55 as a potential reality. Again, there's some upper liquidity between 52 and 53, so good chance we're going to see that level retested. All right, folks, that's kind of what we got here so far. That's where we're at. AVAX looking semi-strong, and I think it's more likely to increase than decrease. What are your thoughts? Comment below. I'd love to hear it. Deeply appreciate your support, too, as well, for those who have been watching for a long time. I just talked to one of my a new member that just joined us, and he's been watching me for over a year now, and said he's found a lot of benefit over the years. So really happy that that's working well for you. Thank you. And we've even got some members that have been watching for 2-3 years since my inception. So that's really cool stuff. Thank you so much. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment below if you could, and then do yourself a favor, trade Bitunix exchange, link down below. Awesome benefits there if you use my link to register. More important though, no KYC or VPN required, and they're a phenomenal exchange. Be sure to utilize them. All right, folks. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.